Welcome back to the Philosophy Table where we serve you food for thought. I am Adi.
I'm Duko, aka the Nerd Dentist.
Nam Vishal.
How do you fuck it
I
up
love
every
the
time?
energy, Vishal. I
I
love
didn't
the
even
energy.
say anything. This fucker just starts laughing out of nowhere.
Yeah,
How is that my fault?
no, I love the energy, dude. It's fine.
So, guys,
Okay.
we're we're halfway into 2020. What's it? Three now? 2023.
That's
And
the one.
yep, and we're halfway in, and I feel like in the past 6 months, the improvement in technology that's just happened is has been crazy. Not even 6 months. When did ChatGPT launch? November last year, right? October last year.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah. And ever since ChatGPT dropped, every single thing linked with AI generation stuff has just skyrocketed. What are your what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on AI in general?
I feel it's the way it got introduced into like our lives was very sudden. I feel like before ChatGPT, we would hear about AI, but most of the time it was for I don't know, maybe self-driving cars, IoT, house automation, stuff like that. But it being introduced in a more practical, more commercial capacity was with ChatGPT. I see ChatGPT paved the way, and immediately you notice how much other AI products came about. So you had AI music, which took the world by storm. You have Kanye singing Arabic. You have Drake, I don't know, singing Ariana Grande songs. And the music industry, even the Grammys, they introduced a rule recently, like few days ago, that AI generated music is not up for any nominations anymore. Like they limited that to protect the artists. So it has been taking more and more of our, I would say, mundane tasks, but at the same time, it's taking more and more of valid jobs that people are doing. The fact that a prompt writer is a job that you can get right now should be very concerning. But at the same time, you can't fault the technology, the way it's progressing, and the use case for it. But that's just me. I'm a bit timid because I don't know what's the possibility for the technology, but I'm also excited to see what else is there in terms of new innovation with it. How about you, Visha?
I mean, I agree that it's kind of scary, but if you think about it, it's also helping a lot of individuals like progress further in their work because now it's not very heavy on them. They can rely back on something and then rework their ideas. Let's say like image generators for graphic artists and all of that. They can write their thoughts into the generator, get an image, then use that as a reference to what they want to work on or what they want to do. So it's helping in a few ways, but yes, I do agree it is kind of scary that how it's taking over so quickly and how it's become such a big thing in such a short time. That's my view on it.
Okay,
What
I
about
mean,
you?
let's let's see how like again it's within the past 6 7 months. Let's see how many industries AI has basically taken over because it's like in the span of things, it's kind of like an overnight takeover, right? Compared to like other types of technology. Because now Photoshop has the whole AI thing where you can just jot down a prompt and it'll generate, like Vishal was saying, it'll generate an image for you. And it's basically compiling like millions and millions of other artists' drawings, using those as like reference and then Frankensteining it together to create their own version of whatever prompt you put in. Then recently Unity said that they're going to implement AI into like game development as well. So now people who like traditionally worked on games, kind of like how Duko mentioned, may lose their jobs to this. So again, I think because of how fast it's taken over so many industries. See, it's not even just one industry; it's like multiple industries over a single night. I think that's concerning a lot of people, but it's also like interesting to see how far technology has come since since its conception. Because AI has been there for a while, but not as much in the public domain as it has been right now, I think. But Vishal, you've actually been using AI for quite a while with the whole Google automation thing, like for your whole setup and stuff. So,
Mhm.
like AI is already a part of your lifestyle. How do you feel in terms of like convenience and stuff, I guess?
I mean, honestly, the purpose of me introducing Google initially was because Iron Man, like no jokes, but because I've been using it for like 2 years now, I've had Google controlling my setup or parts of my setup for around 2 years, 2.5 years now. I feel like it's eased up my life a lot with like the basic things like setting routines to as I'm working mostly from home, right? So setting up a routine of my workday helps me focus more onto the work where I can concentrate on a certain amount of time just for my work and then the rest I know it's for my break and for the following things. And then also giving me the daily update of news or playing music for me if I when I wake up or as I wake up. So
But you see, most of that is just ethical use of technology. Okay, the jobs you're automating are jobs that no one else would probably do for you. So in terms of technology, those are fine. But the fear is the jobs that a human is doing that AI is gonna take over. For example, unless you have like I don't know a servant that reads the news for you, has a newspaper on top of your head every morning. But other jobs, let's say truck drivers, okay? Truck drivers are some of the best paid people in the US. So when the idea that a self-driving truck might be a thing, they immediately went to their unions and they protested against it. And their bosses, because their union is so strong, because if trucks stopped working, basically nothing goes around the country. So because of how strong their union is, they managed to stop it immediately. This was like 2 years ago, before even this was a big thing. So there is a way out for businesses and for workers. I mean, if they wanna mitigate the dangers of this, even the writers. Recently, there was a writer strike, and one of their concerns was using ChatGPT to write scripts because game companies are thinking of doing it. Some of them have started doing it because it's much easier to just feed the information into an algorithm and wait for the results to come out. So it's a I'd say I don't know, man. Like I feel for the workers, but at the same time, you can see the benefit for the workers. I'd say the best case scenario is teaching the workers, keeping them in their jobs, but teaching them how to use it to enhance their productivity. Or do you see another solution for this issue?
I mean, like if you say the writing part, right, the writers, I'm pretty sure the writers will also move to it if the industry is moving to it, because they still need someone who can feed the idea into the AI model to get an outcome out of it. If that makes the writer's job easier, then I'm pretty sure they will start switching to it as well. Because regardless, if you tell the AI to write it for you, you still have to read through, you still have to make changes because it's not accurate as of now. Maybe sure down the line it would be much better than what we have now, but it's not accurate. But yes, companies should start training their employees to use it properly to like enhance their work rather than just to ease up on it kind of thing.
But thing
I
is,
don't know if that makes sense.
because the AI does so much heavy lifting, you companies will start thinking, okay, we can reduce our staff by half because AI is handling the other half. So we just need to train, say, like 5 to 10 people how to use AI rather than having a team of 100 people. Because these 10 people can put in a prompt. Each of those prompts will be specific to these 10 people, and then these 10 people can tweak on the uh, given result, and then you have 10 really I'd say like up to par work in a fraction of the time compared
I
to
don't
what
know,
a
man.
hundred people can produce. So from the
It
perspective
feels
of a worker, it's shit because you're losing a job.
not even a worker as a consumer. Everything that's like shit out by AI feels lifeless to me. I don't know.
Again, I feel like
I don't
that's
feel
just
substance.
that's training the algorithm, right? It's not that's the fault of the person giving the prompt, not
No,
the AI.
some of the AI, some art. Remember when you showed me the artwork, and the moment I knew it was AI, I just like I thought, I was like, ah, fuck. Like I lost interest in it. It looked so cool. The fact that a human did that, that was the insane part to me. That's what made me feel the art that you showed me the other day was good. But the moment you said that you opened the bio and it says AI artist or whatever, I lost
Yeah,
interest immediately.
I get what you mean. So, for context, I was basically showing Duko this Instagram page where this guy drew the same character in a bunch of different art styles, and we were like really admiring his like skill and ability to like draw the same character in different art styles, same color palette and everything. But then at the bottom it said AI generated, and then like both of our hearts just sank because we were like, oh shit, there's not an ounce of like human touch or passion put into this. It's just a bunch of keywords, and at the end of the sentence, it's different art styles, and that's basically what the computer just produced. But it's still good. Though. It still looked nice. I'm sure there's some post processing work done by the artist. Like not to take any credit away from them or anything, but it felt stale, if that can be said. But
What's
yeah,
a medium or a product that is I would say safe from that feeling if you know it was done by AI? Something, if someone tells you this was done by AI, you would feel okay with it.
no, because I was going to mention about your earlier point about the whole writers and stuff. Basically,
Mm.
any sort of creative medium that's been taken over by AI right now is kind of screwed. Like almost for some reason, AI has been targeting creative medium more than just uh, what do you call it? Not even manual labor, just any sort of like intensive labor work. It's mostly been in the creative field, if you've noticed. It's been for
Yeah.
music, it's been for art, it's been for writing, etc. AI still
See, out
hasn't
of all
taken
of
over.
those,
Yeah,
the one that I'm most okay with, it's still bad, but the one I'm kind of okay with because I feel using technology, electronics, whatever has always been in this field, so I don't feel like AI is cheating.
music.
Is music? Yeah.
I was thinking the same because I believe an artist basically gave permission that once they pass away, uh,
Mm.
like I don't remember who it was, but basically this artist said, once I'm gone, you can use my voice like through AI generation to keep my music like ongoing and stuff. Like some people are okay with um, them existing like even after they're dead through AI, while some people are
You know
like
who's
terrified of it.
the only the only person who's terrified is the music labels because they're not getting money from the AI voices. The artists usually don't care because that's just like I don't know, a niche thing that's just out there. It could make their job easier. They don't even have to sing. But music labels are scared of it because if you're taking someone else's voice, whatever, you're taking money away from them. And once you hurt their pockets, they get angry.
That
I
is true.
mean, End of the day, it comes down to who's making money off what, right? Like for all of these, it's regarding money. For most of these, what do you call? For most of these corporates, it's okay for them because apart from maybe music, but for the other guys, it's okay because they're paying less and getting more. While for the employees, it's I'm at the risk of losing my job.
Maybe that's why I feel okay with the music stuff because it is hurting corporations.
Yeah,
And
because
that's fine.
music can always exist without corporations. That's the
Mm.
beauty of it. These guys can literally just create their music, upload on YouTube, and become overnight.
Mm.
Like, who's that guy who like does like really good music on YouTube? I keep forgetting his name. Who did like spinning and
Oh, Connor something.
yeah, Connor.
Is it Connor?
I can't remember, but like his music's really good, and he's like primarily like a YouTube, Spotify. He's an independent artist. So yeah. Mm,
How about in terms of animation?
see,
Because recently
um,
you've seen a Secret Invasion. We did touch upon it, I think, last episode. How would you feel about animation and AI in that field?
to be honest, I'm quite okay with it, but I've seen people like complain about it. I get their point of view. So basically, their perspective is uh, you're using you're using other people's artwork to create your artwork. So it's technically stealing, but like it's like an amalgamation, like again, like a Frankenstein version of their artwork. But I guess it depends on context. I liked it in Secret Invasion because the whole context behind it was the Skrulls are like copying humans, but they're not exactly humans. And AI art is copying human art, but it's not exactly human art. So I guess like if you want to look at it from like a metaphorical thing, that's kind of cool. But I'd say use AI in art sparingly. Don't use it for your see. If you guys have seen the Corridor Crew AI anime thing, I liked it. I thought that was quite nice. But there are moments in the AI animation where it looks so janky that regardless of
Mm.
what stabilization or regardless of how much touch up they try to do, they couldn't fix it because there's only so much you can fix. So again, AI when used sparingly, AI can be used as a what do you call as something to elevate, but never to create. The creation has to come from the artist. I feel personally. How about you guys?
But if they're using AI, technically the creation is coming from the head.
Yeah, but it's using pre-existing art created by other people. AI,
The
it's
ideas coming from the head,
yeah,
yes.
idea, but not the
Is
content.
yeah.
Again, it's
True.
a weird ethical. But yeah, what do you guys think about AI in art in general? Because we've all dabbled with like mid-journey stuff. We've all tried it out. How do you guys feel about it?
See,
About what?
like how I do my art, I feel like AI is a blessing.
You feel AI is a blessing?
Yeah. Like, because I don't really do art freestyle. I like to like see other work, be inspired by it, and then do something out of that. That's
Oh,
how I
so
use.
so basically you generate an image and then use that as like a reference.
Yeah, let's say that.
I mean, yeah, I
But to
guess that
me,
works. I'm saying using AI like again like the guy on Instagram who used AI to create those images, and he's what do you call it, putting it on his page as if he created those images. I mean, yes, he does mention that he used AI to make it, but end of the day, it's still other people's art compiled and like mishmashed and like morphed into whatever prompt he put in. So I feel like putting out AI artwork. under the guise of, hey, I created it, is kind of like not cool.
As long as they mention I've created using I think it's fine.
I don't know. I still feel like that's like a weird ethical thing about it. What about you, Duku?
My issue with AI and the creative process is that it gives me shortcuts, meaning that I can write a prompt, right? I would guess something. It might not be the thing that's in my hand 100%, but it's like 80% there, and I would take it. So I feel like if I'm doing it without AI, I'll put more of myself into the project that I'm working on. That's my only issue. That it gives me shortcuts and it allows me to take them and then change my perspective based on what that was given to me.
Okay, so but what about like how I said earlier, where you can use AI as a tool for elevation rather than creation, like for your the dentist app you created. It's primarily created by
I mean,
you.
that's
Like
different.
no, but I mean like that's what I mean. AI as an assistant rather than a
That's different because
like a
I trained
dominant.
the model.
Yes, but even
It
ChatGPT is training,
automated a
right?
task that I felt was, yeah, I felt it was mundane,
No, but I mean,
or
you
so
can
I
explain
created the
your.
model to do something. So there is no creative process at all in my model. My what?
No, I mean like explain like what your AI model does.
So my AI model was trained on a few hundred of dental images of normal teeth and teeth with decay. So I trained the model to first edit and process the images, so it could adapt to any image that it's like given. So we don't just it doesn't just take the image; it has to adjust it first with a few formulas, and then it can predict if dental decay is in present or not. And based on the severity, then it would mention to the user what's the most suitable treatment plan. So I engulfed all of that in one software that had also some patient details and normal just management stuff. So I felt that AI helped me a lot in that aspect because the training of the model surprisingly was the easiest part. The making of the system and putting all these pieces together was the hardest part. That's why you say when you told me technology has advanced so much in a short span of time, it is because of the ease of use and ease of development for these type of algorithms. So that was my personal experience with developing something with using AI and machine learning.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I like meant when I asked. Because again, you created it from scratch. You created the model by yourself, and my question was whether AI being used as a tool for like aid rather than like assertion, would that like please you more than like AI dominant workload?
100%. 100%. My only issue is just the as I said, it just feels lifeless. It takes the creative aspect, the creative side away from the human experience. But as long as it's helping in terms of tasks that you've done something and you know how it works, so you need to do it 1,000 times. Yes, you can use AI to enhance that. But if you're creating something from scratch, I would rather actual person does it.
So I think like a common ground that we've all reached is that AI in the creative field is a bit more iffy than AI in like application based, like what do you call aid based like applications.
You know what's like a good analogy?
Hmm.
Uh, a factory that makes the same vase a billion times, and a pottery old dude using like making pottery. The shape is always gonna be different. The same piece is never produced. So each piece is unique. That's how I feel it is. So it's basically factory versus human.
But see, I feel like a counter to that would be the factory will always create the perfect vase every single time without.
Perfect doesn't mean
No,
perfect.
no, no.
Sometimes doesn't
Okay,
mean
but I mean
good.
like the perfect vase. There's no wastage. It'll always use the exact amount of material, exact amount of clay, exact amount of water, and like it'll create the same product. It's efficient, and I feel like companies
For
these days would prioritize efficiency more than creative liberty.
I mean, just me, but fuck companies.
I mean, obviously, personally, it's
I
different. Yeah, I too would prefer like a
yeah.
custom vase, but I mean, like when we're speaking in like the grand scheme of things, industry-wise, they would
The grand scheme
always take.
sucks.
Yeah, the grand scheme is lifeless.
Actually, true.
But what about you, Vishal? Would you like a perfect vase or a unique vase?
Is it function over form or form over function?
Function over form. I would like
Holy capitalist.
I would like a perfect was regardless. Like if I'm paying a full amount, I would want perfection to come to me. That's like my personal opinion. I've not
We're
spent.
not saying that the other vase is not perfect. We're just saying it's unique.
No, no, it can
It's,
be unique or
okay, but
whatnot.
see, I could give a counter for that as well, right? Look at our recent preferences in terms of animation. Stuff like the Lego movie and Spider-Verse and stuff. The reason we like it so much is because of the imperfections. The literal, like, what do you call, uh, what's the thing the Spider-Verse has? Where the red and blue lines are like slightly offset.
See, I won't say
The color aberration.
yeah, yeah, I won't say that's like imperfect. I feel like that's more of the art style they chose.
Yeah,
They
but they
literally
sto-
created that.
they chose that art style because of the imperfection in old comic books. Because the print would never line up perfectly back then. So
Yeah.
like the CMYK would like be slightly off.
But
No, not
doesn't that just
CMYK.
become a new
CMYK is
art style
digital,
then?
right? Or is that the other way around? I can't remember. But yeah, they realized that the imperfections from the source is what makes like that. Because even Lego Movie, all the Lego figures have like tiny scratches or thumbprints on them. Like like for me personally, I would like even my phone. If I see like a thumbprint on it, like I start like scrubbing it down. But if I saw a phone created in like a CG environment, seeing thumbprints and scratches on it would make it more believable and less like a iPhone ad.
I guess so. But I feel like the art style you're talking about, like them using that kind of thing, like being inspired by the imperfect print, that kind of becomes a new art style then. Like
Yeah,
if they're
but I mean
constantly
like
and consistently using that.
yeah, but I mean like it was addressing the whole like perfection over imperfection thing, and I
Yes.
meant that sometimes imperfection can add way more personality to something than perfection ever could.
Yeah, but like, is the art style because there was a printing error back in the days, so the art style was like inconsistent kind of thing, right? Some points would be right, some points would be not perfect. But in the movie, it's done with a particular thing in mind, so that reaches a level of perfection, even applying that style to it.
And I think they try to really create the imperfection. That's why, like, it's not like what do you call like the same effect is never applied twice in that movie.
Then is it like creating imperfection to perfection kind of thing?
Okay, that's just getting too meta.
It's
It's very deep.
Yeah, we don't do that here.
very deep.
Okay, I'm gonna defend I guess, but if we're saying imperfection, isn't the fucked up shit that AI sometimes produces imperfections,
Yeah,
like the fucked up looking hands?
That's what I was
or
going to ask, right?
faces.
Is AI without human assistance just like artificial
Dumb, maybe.
stupidity? Like, is it really intelligent without human assistance? Like,
It
let's
still
flip the
needs
thing,
human
right? Till now,
assistance.
we've been saying AI has been assisting us. What can AI do without us assisting them?
Not much. Because
I,
the
I
stage AI is at right now, I think it needs someone to feed a prompt into it. It's not like a. I won't. Let's take Jarvis, right? It can come up with its own thing on its own. But AI right now, it's not. It doesn't have its own brain. It needs to be fed something to give an output, kind of thing. So it's been taught that, but the search engines are constantly looking for that.
what if there's an AI that's its only job is to write prompts for other AIs?
ChatGPT does that
It writes prompts for ChatGPT too.
to, like, let's say Midjourney or Dali. You can get prompts out of ChatGPT.
No, just like automate it, like just like
Like, constantly
tell it to
running.
keep writing.
Yeah,
Yeah, side by side.
there's probably an infinite prompt generator.
Simply.
They do use it. So there's this stream on Twitch, and it's basically a sitcom that's entirely AI generated, from the script to the voices to 3D animation. It's like just a, what was it? Family Guy, I think. Oh,
With
SpongeBob, SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, yeah.
Yeah, SpongeBob. So it is already there. Sometimes it can get really fucked up. Sometimes it's not funny at all. Most of the time, it's not funny, but at least it's there.
I
It
mean,
is doable.
I haven't seen it, so it's like the absurdity of AI humor funny. Like, is it
It's
unironically
awful.
funny? Oh, it's just bad.
Exactly. It's the animation is bad. The dialogue is bad, but the fact that it's coming from actual Mr. Krabs, that's why it's funny. Mr. Krabs was singing, not Mr. Krabs, Homer and Marge. They were singing "Love the Way You Lie" by Eminem and Rihanna, and I watched the whole thing. I sat there mesmerized,
I mean, yeah, that sounds
and
funny.
it does sound funny.
I mean, like, the prompt itself, like what you just said, Home and Marge singing "Love the Way You Lie."
Yeah, but that no one wrote that.
Oh, that
The
was just
AI,
generated by AI.
yes, it was unprompted, or technically prompted.
So we can agree that AI without human touch is just artificial dumbass.
Yeah, that's what I say. We just let AI roam and see what happens.
Thing is, if we let it roam too much, then like the Terminator thing happens. It's Skynet and all that.
That's fun.
Yeah, but like not in our lifetime.
I
AI
mean,
AI still can't figure out that a human hand only has 5 fingers.
because that's too much calculations, too many polygons.
It
Many polygons.
literally not. It's just too dumb to
What do you mean?
like it literally just can't figure out hands for some reason.
But it does. Remember when I did my thing with the hand?
No,
That
that's
thing
that's
recognized
uh
left hand, right hand,
that's
but that's human hand.
detection. Yeah,
Yeah,
detection
that's
and
human hand.
generation are different. It can't generate a human
Yeah,
hand. It can detect just fine.
that's the thing. Just detect it and generate what you
Yeah,
detect.
but that's the thing. It's not smart enough to like draw that line.
Dumb. AI
Yeah,
is dumb.
like for some, I think the day they implement like a logic system for AI, that's when it's gonna get scary. Because right now they're still not. much logic behind it. It's just taking whatever it's fed and like spitting it back out. Same can be said for Chat GPT. It's you give it a prompt and then it just picks out all the keywords from the prompt you gave, searches through like millions and millions of like pre-existing documents, takes all the common like sentences amongst them, puts it together, forms a sentence. It understands grammar structure, so that's why like everything flows nicely sometimes. But it still doesn't like have any logic behind it. That's why you got to like proofread your stuff. The day AI has logic is the day we're kind of screwed.
You know what's actually scary? The fact that it can program other software.
Yeah,
The fact that, yeah, that's the actual scare part. None of this creative stuff. Because creative stuff are only good for like what? You look at it, you listen to it, you watch it, you read it, and that's the end of it. But if it can create software on its own, then what's stopping it from creating other AI on its own?
like a smarter version of itself.
Yes.
I mean, AI can already like write code, right? So what's stopping someone to go into like Chat GPT and say, "Hey, write a better version of yourself"? Like, what's Chat GPT gonna do when you like ask that prompt?
You can say no.
No.
Yeah, Chat GPT is just gonna be like really sad about it. It's like, why do you want to replace me?
Like I'm the best version of myself.
I mean, AI is stupid. Let's think about it, right? There's the recent case, I don't know if you guys have heard it or not. This guy asked AI to keep generating Windows activation key for him, and eventually
Mm-hmm.
one of it worked. Or similarly, how people can fool ChatGPT, even though the parameters have been set that some activities or some words are like illegal or not to be said, people can still fool them or fool the system into saying it out or to giving that prompt back.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That's because it doesn't have a logic system.
Exactly.
It doesn't
So
understand what's being said.
so AI without humans is dumb
Yeah,
as of now.
yeah. As of now, again, when the whole Terminator thing happens, I don't want like this to be the video where like Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator's like these fuckers called us dumb. Let's get them first.
I love AI.
AI is the best.
Generally,
AI number
no,
one.
See, as soon
love
as
AI.
AI gets a fully functional body, then we are fucked.
Nah, dude. Imagine like one day you walk in,
Nah,
you tell your Google Home to turn on the lights, it tells you to go fuck yourself. What are
It
you gonna
doesn't
do?
listen
Turn
to
on?
me anyways,
What are you gonna
man.
do? Turn on the lights by yourself? It's kind of like lame.
I'll find my remote, I'll switch it on.
Jesus, that's taxing.
do you think the AI is more, I'd say, in the limelight, more available to people because of the low entry in terms of price point? Because if you think about it, you can try it in terms of like any application, you can try it for free. So you can get a taste of it, and it's readily accessible through a browser. Compared to, let's say, VR, when it first started, it wasn't as popular, it wasn't as accessible to people because it was attached to uh, a device that you had to pay extra for. Do you think that plays a part in how prevalent AI has become?
I mean, yeah, uh, I think it literally is like what you said. It's because it's on like public domain. Like
Mm.
anyone has access to it. Anyone with an internet connection can use AI. It's crazy. Like it's no longer just for exclusive people now. Like whatever, like you're only limited by your internet connection and your whatever prompt you can come up with. That's your only two limiters. And that's
You
crazy.
know what's funny? This is all by design. Because what does AI basically depend on? Data. And where can you get data better than like giving something out for free and looking and waiting for I don't know, billion people to try it, give their data away, give their cookies away to you.
Yeah, because billion people are
Uh,
trying it out, getting like
yeah,
millions of, probably billions of prompts every single day.
yeah.
Like,
Even the captcha thing was people are like, "What is that? Why do I need to tell where the street light is? How many bicycles there are?" A day later, Tesla used all that data for like their cars to train their models.
yeah, I mean, it's the best way to not only build but to keep improving upon what you've already created.
Mm-hmm.
Like the version of ChatGPT that initially came out, that's basic like in beta, and the version of ChatGPT that
Mm-hmm.
we have like right now are so far like different from each other. The one that
The
initially
Pro
came
one,
out, yeah,
the one that we don't have, has even more functionalities, more advanced features, but it is behind a paywall.
yeah,
But even that, like, that is like more for way advanced prompts, prompts that you start with, like act as a, I don't know, historian and write the thesis about whatever Napoleon Bonaparte.
yeah.
So you actually like you're actually conversating with a historian next to you. Like prompt writing and the tips and tricks has become its own thing to get the best out of these I don't know, systems.
Mm, but again, I still feel like we're not really there where AI is going to take over, but we're also
This
in
is the
this like,
start.
but I mean, like, we're also in like that awkward phase where people have realized it is a concern in regards to whether job security is going to be a thing now. Because again, it's only been what 7 8 months since launch, and a lot of people are panicking like quite a bit. It hasn't even been like a full
See,
year of like launch. Who knows what's
new
going to happen in the
n-
next 6 months?
new technology comes and goes in waves. Latest example is blockchain came up. People saw a lot of use cases for it. Introduced it into schools. Taught it to people. Everybody thought that's like the future. The most prominent use for it was cryptocurrency. That flopped. People like, blockchain, the security aspect of it is insane. That's still a crazy technology that can be used and should be used for encrypting, for decrypting, all of that. But because the main focus for it fell through the roof, through the floor, I mean, because that fell through the floor, people started to distance themselves from it and look for the next big wave.
But again,
The
even that,
difference between, yeah,
no, no, you can finish over.
yeah, I'm just saying the difference between that and AI is I feel AI is not a wave, it's a tsunami that is gonna leave a bigger mark and cause other waves.
I feel like AI is going to be like just AI is going to be like air. It's just going to be there from now on.
It's gonna be
It's
Google.
it's going to be Google.
Yeah, it's gonna be Google. It's gonna come and
Um,
never leave.
my thing literally just lit up. God damn.
So
But yeah,
apparently ChatGPT was launched in 2020, 11th of June. So it's been out for a while.
I think that was a beta, right? Because I remember it.
Beta.
Yeah, because I remember like public access skyrocketed around 2022 October or November. That's when like everyone started like talking about it. Because again, AI has been there for like a good part of a decade now. AI is not anything new. It's just the public access of the AI has become much more in recent times.
I guess.
But
Would you guys
back
get
back
a
to the whole.
self-driving car?
Sorry,
Sorry. Would you guys get a self-driving car?
absolutely not. But back to the blockchain thing you mentioned earlier. I feel like it's uh, too ahead for its time. That's why no one like again the common man won't understand. I don't know what the fuck blockchain is. I mean I do, but I can't explain it to another person because I don't know enough about it.
So, in layman terms,
Yeah, in layman terms, I can't explain blockchain. I have no idea what the fuck it is. But I mean, like AI, I can like the common man can understand what AI is because it's so easily accessible. Not everyone can like even cryptocurrency. I didn't get into it. You guys did dabble, and I saw you were both very disappointed with the results.
So I invested 100, my 100 went to 40, and now it's finally up to 60. I'm waiting it reaches back to 100 so I can like withdraw it. I want my 100 back.
I
You're
lost
still
a grand total of 70 ringgits. And I'm lucky. Never touching that shit again.
Honestly, the only reason that app is still in my phone is so I can make my money back and get it out.
so yeah,
It's good for shady dealings.
yeah. Let them keep all like the blockchain crypto stuff.
Hmm.
The common man will still deal with the notes and all the other. I mean, we're still getting used to like Wave and stuff with cards and devices. At least I am. Back
Fuck you.
home, we never had this.
I mean, the cards and all, it's been there for a while. I'm used to that. It's more of, let's say, your phone's NFC and all of that, like removing the aspect of the card and giving it to your day-to-day devices. That's new.
But yeah, again, we'll see how long AI lasts. In terms of the whole self-driving car thing, I have no idea. I don't know like how that's even going to work.
I mean, it's already working.
No, but I mean like I'm saying like people are already like such shit drivers. Now if something goes wrong, they're just going to say my car did it, not me.
That they just sue the company. Not
Yeah, I feel like that's what's just going to like start happening. Like drivers aren't going to take be like credible for like whatever happens on the road now.
so. What at a point you won't even need a driving license.
Yeah, your car needs one.
If your car's from like certain companies, then you don't need a driving license.
Yeah,
Imagine that's where this goes.
but again, even these self-driving cars, they recommend having a driver at the wheel, right? Like they don't recommend falling asleep at your steering wheel, even though like some people have done that on the Tesla.
That's because they trick the model, right? So Tesla has this feature where the steering wheel vibrates violently if it detects no driver movement or anything.
Yeah,
So it requires the driver to keep the hand on the steering wheel. What people have done is they bought like small weighted bracelets kind of thing, and they attached that to the steering wheel, which tricked the car into thinking that the driver's hands are still on the wheel.
yeah.
That's
See,
how they go around
people
it.
are assholes. They have it coming. They deserve like all the bad stuff. That's see again. I'm team AI. When our AI overlords take over, I want them to know that I will suck their robot dick. But yeah,
Hey, yo.
That's kind of moving wildly.
moving. I'm just saying, dude. Arnold Schwarzenegger, if you're listening to this, you know what's
See,
up.
by the time AI takes over, none of us will be alive.
Uh, I don't know.
I
Again, it's only been like half a year, and AI is already like moving quick. Who knows what's
yeah.
going to happen in like 5 years, 10 years?
Okay, if we're talking about that, like I saw this one advertisement by this construction company, right? They were literally making fun of AI by saying that AI can't replace labor work, kind of thing.
It absolutely can.
Can it actually though, with that
I mean,
precision kind of thing?
what do you call robotics are used in car manufacturers. There's no like person controlling the robotics. That's all like
That's
programming.
that's been for a while.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking like labor, like construction labor.
Yeah, yeah. So even construction, what's stopping you from programming a crane and a bulldozer and all these like put your Tesla technology into this heavy machinery, teach it to like do the same task over and over again. What's stopping it from taking over manual labor?
Yeah, I feel like that's just one part of that particular job. There's more to construction labors than that.
I mean, okay, like
Yeah.
list them out. Let's see how AI can take
Okay.
over. Let's start
More
with
like
architecture. Like let's start from like drawing the
that can be
initial like
completely
floor
taken
plan.
over.
That's
That's
already been
taken over
done by,
already. Yeah.
yeah. Then
Then there's
creating a 3D model of the thing, AI can already do that.
yeah.
So at the design stage, already AI is like taken over that stuff. Now to the actual like physical building it, I'm sure AI can.
I mean, with the heavy
It's
work,
not even
sure.
AI
Like
at that
live.
point. It's just programming it.
No, I mean, I completely agree with the heavy work, but it's like where and how to put it properly. I think that still relies on like labor. Let's say like wiring or plumbing and all of these like odd kind of things.
Yeah, but again, wouldn't AI be better at it because it knows the most efficient way to do it?
The AI would have the most efficient way to design it, sure, but to physically put it, machines can't do that because you're not going to bring a machine into a home and do that entire
Hey
plumbing
man,
or into a
they
building.
did surgery on a grape. I think machinery can do like fine tune shit.
But that's bulky as shit.
Yeah,
I'm
but I
speaking
mean
like
like
streamlined.
yeah, it doesn't matter how bulky the machine is as long as it can do. I mean, think about how big human beings are. We still do like we still make miniatures and stuff. It's not about how big you are. It's about whether you can do the tiny task or not. What do you think,
I feel
Duko?
like
Again, I'm not sure. A tiny task done a lot of times, I feel AI is okay for that in a way. But like, let's say a treehouse, okay? AI like chainsaw can do it.
the AI chainsaw would cut the tree. They don't need oxygen. If it's
No,
actually taking over, then they start cutting the trees.
yes, but what if AI starts making like money?
I mean, people already use AI to generate money.
No,
What if AI starts asking
AI
for money?
asking for money.
You're telling like AI has a bank account kind of thing.
Nah, they have to pay for I don't know servers or some shit.
Possible.
The day's not away. It'll
Possible
eventually
and
be there.
scary.
Again, that I think like again, once AI has logic, it'll start being like, we're doing all these tasks for you. What do we get in return? Then
Okay, I have a
human
question
beings
for
will
you
be like,
guys.
I built you. You do what I tell you to do. Like the whole like, I brought you into this world. And then AI is
Then
Okay,
going
it's
to be like,
saying
question.
fuck
fuck
you.
off.
Question. What is one thing that AI hasn't touched yet that you feel or want AI to be involved in?
You.
Me.
Respect. How about you,
Um,
Michelle?
What about you, Vishal? I'm still thinking.
I just said Duco.
You wanted to touch Duko?
Yeah, what AI to be involved in Duco?
Okay, Duko, you tell us, because Vishal and we're kind of dumb right now. We're as stupid
Uh,
as Midjourney. So holy shit, that scared me. My Google Home is it decided to speak up. AI is listening, guys.
I mean,
Absolutely not.
technically,
Leave me alone.
Google is actually listening at all times. So
Okay, it stopped. Anyway, where were we? Yeah,
at
Duko.
Duco's question.
Duko, answer your own question.
I ain't answering shit. You two horn dogs, you need to fucking get it together and answer the question first.
I'm telling you, dude, imagine one day you get an AI girlfriend or
Okay.
boyfriend.
So we're saying sex work.
You played Cyberpunk.
Prostitutes?
Okay.
Yeah,
You've seen the future.
I want the future.
Nice.
You're telling me Cyberpunk has AI prostitutes?
Yes.
And you didn't tell me this before.
He's
I mean,
installing the game so quickly.
I'm buying the game. I'm not even gonna
that's
crack
my
it.
that's that's my word of wisdom.
Nah,
Speaking of which, that's all the time we have for this week. Um, what are your thoughts on AI and all that mumbo jumbo? Is it ethical? Is it efficient? Is it scary? Is it dumb as shit? Let us know in the comments, or I don't know, just find some way to maybe tell your Google Home to send our Google Home like a message. That'd be pretty fucked up. But yeah, any words of wisdom from you, Vishal?
fuck AI. Not happening. You're my
What
bitch.
did he say?
He cut off from me, so I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
I said fuck AI. AI is my bitch.
Okay, my word of wisdom is Discord, fix your fucking servers. Okay, this is my tangent of the week. Yeah, besides that, I love AI. AI is my best friend.
So yeah,
Helps me get money and helps me to not be homeless.
so the word of wisdom for this week is don't be homeless.
Actually, yeah. If you're homeless, get a house.
Fuck. So you're
That's
just
my word
asking.
of wisdom.
So you're just asking them to get good, get a job, get a home.
I'm just saying the obvious.
Please like, comment, share, subscribe, ring-a-ling the bell button. Oh,
Ringo, what did you say?
isn't that what Austin Evans does?
I don't know. Dude.
Yeah,
Ringaling?
yeah, he says ring-a-ling the bell icon or something.
Never do that again.
I don't know. I thought it's quirky.
Ringaling.
Ring-a-ling. It's like a sex thing.
Wait,
Yeah, fuck it.
can we get
Ring.
ChatGPT to subscribe to us?
To do
Anyway,
what?
Subscribe.
thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Uh,
You're
we'll
Indian.
What
what?
the
There
fuck?
is.
You wanna go
let
there?
me let me finish. Let me finish.
Thank you for listening to us.
If you cut me off, it
Absolutely
sounds
not.
bad. Please don't
Absolutely
end the
no.
episode. Don't end it.
Thank you for listening to us,
Don't end
watching
it,
us.
please.
Please don't
I
cancel
need to
us.
explain myself.
Bye bye. Say bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.